Hello. This is a writing observational notes how to. Actually, it's rewriting them. So let me share my screen here and we'll get right to it. So before I even get to the assignment, though, I'm going to come down here because I'm going to show you the example, the judgmental example, and then the non-judgy example. So here we go. Kara is unhappy about coming to school. That is so judgmental. How would a reader know from what you just wrote that she's unhappy? Does she have a frown on her face? Is she screaming so loud they can hear her down the hall? Is she crying quietly? Is she sobbing? I don't know. Why is she unhappy? Okay, you have to describe what leads you to the conclusion that she's unhappy. You don't need to tell me she's unhappy. She has trouble making friends. What does trouble making friends look like? And struggles with her schoolwork. What does struggling with your schoolwork look like? Is she wrestling her books to the ground? Is she crying every time you give her an assignment? I don't know. I wouldn't know from struggling with schoolwork. Her belongings are not well taken care of. What does that look like? Are they in shreds on the bottom of her desk? Are they flying all over the classroom? I don't know. She fakes being sick after lunch every day. Wow, what does she do? Does she throw herself on the ground and go, ah? Does she cry about pain in her stomach? I don't know what that looks like. So this is such a judgy note that I can't really get a good picture of what this child's doing. Now, here's the non-judgmental example. Kara cries every morning when she gets to school. That's pretty clear. It's every day and it's crying. It leads me to the decision as the reader that she's unhappy. She does not talk to the other children. Again, that is not a judgment. That's an observation that she's not talking to the other children during class or play with them at recess. Now, notice there's so much more detail in this particular note. And you can do that when you look at the judgmental examples that I give you. Please add detail to make it clear. She sits by herself on a bench when she is outside for recess. That's very clear. That's a great observation. 3 to 4 times each day, Kara says, I can't do this when she is working on an assignment. Again, that makes it clear to me that she's struggling with her schoolwork without coming to that judgmental conclusion in my notes. Her pencils and notebooks are on the floor each day. So clear when it comes to not taking good care of her belongings. And her book is torn. Again, very clear as to why I'm thinking she's not taking care of her stuff without coming out and saying it. She says, I lost my homework 2 to 3 times each week. A quote is a great way to document. And yesterday she told me her math book is lost. Every day this week, Kara has asked to go to the nurse after lunch. The nurse sends her back to class. The fact that the nurse sends her right back to class tells me that she's not really sick. But let the reader come to the conclusion. Don't you come to the conclusion. Notice the difference between the examples. It's in the details that are in the second one. And it's in the fact that the writer did not come to any conclusions. The writer leaves it up to the reader of the note to come to their own conclusion. And that's what I want you to do this week. I want you to clean up these observation notes that are in the assignment 1 through 4. You're going to do each one of these. And you're going to make them completely objective so that the reader can draw their own conclusions. You are not coming to any conclusions If you have any questions about how to do this, please let me know. I will be happy to set up a Zoom visit with you. Bye-bye.